Ever wonder how some players always seem to outlevel you in Pokemon Unite? I've got two words for you: experience share. This item is the unsung hero of the game, and today we're going to dive deep into its mechanics. Stay tuned and prepare to have your mind blown. Picture this: it's the final moments of the match. The opposing team has the edge in the team fight and is closing in on their Rayquaza. It seems like all hope is lost. But then, Slowbro, a Pokemon known for its solid sustain but generally not its experience lead, re-engages the fight at level 12 thanks to the passive experience gain. With this unexpected power spike, we win the fight, secure the Rayquaza, and go on to win the game. You'd be surprised how many times I've witnessed this comeback story as a competitive player. The game changer is the strategic use of the experience share. Are you itching to hold this power? Stay with me, as I'm going to go through 5 strategies on mastering the experience share and dominating your games. And of course, if you find any of this useful, please consider hitting that like button, dropping a comment, and subscribing to the channel. First thing I would suggest is know your role. Experience share is a godsend for the support and the defender roles. These Pokemon often lag behind in levels, as the DPS roles greedily gobble up all of the experience. With the experience share, they can maintain their pace without you needing to take any of their experience. View the experience share as an experience generator. It constantly creates value. Your mission is to reach level 12 by the climatic Rayquaza fight. This transforms your defender force, intimidating your opponents with a sudden power surge. You can sustain a whole lot more damage in this fight. Up on the screen here, I'm going to show you a tier list of who I think the experience share goes on best and who I think shouldn't be using this item. Now, tip number 2 is strategic positioning. To squeeze the most juice out of this experience share, you need to stay close to your teammates while they are farming or KOing Pokemon, regardless of if you secure the KO on the farm or not. This trick will let you siphon bonus experience while ensuring your team still get 100% of the cut. Here you can see on the screen there is a table which shows how the experience is distributed depending on who gets the kill. Now let's assume that you are just standing close to your friend. You can see that if the last hitter is the non-experience shareholder, they get 100% of the experience. But even if you as the experience shareholder get the last hit, you're only gaining 30% of the experience. Now, think of it like this. For each farm that goes down, you're getting 130% of the experience it would give. So let's say you kill a Baltoy and it gives you 100 experience. Your teammate gets 100 experience points, but you also get 30 bonus points so long as you're in the vicinity. And it doesn't matter who hits or who doesn't hit the farm last, the other Pokemon will always get 100% of that experience. And that's really, really important to understand as the experience shareholder. And even if you don't use the experience share, if you've got a teammate using the experience share, this is a very important concept to understand. Now, tip number 3 is to optimize your passive experience. The experience share truly shines in the critical team fights when you are the least leveled Pokemon and you're still level 12. The generation of that passive experience is huge. By maintaining the lower level, you gain an additional 5 experience points per second. Now let's assume you keep this up for 7 minutes of the first 8 before you hit that Rayquaza. That's over a quarter of the total experience you need to hit level 12. It's actually 26.4% to be exact. The implications of this is you get an unexpected advantage that could turn the tide at the Rayquaza fight. On the screen here, you can see there is a table that shows you how much experience you need to hit the next level and the cumulative experience required. Now, tip number 4 is a fairly straightforward one, is make sure you've got this item at least level 20. You're going to get that 5 experience points passively, but also just getting that item up to level 30 gives you extra speed, and it also gives you extra HP, which are both useful things when you're using the experience share, because typically you're a tank or a supporter, and you want to be within the vicinity of your teammates. So having that extra bit of speed is always helpful. So upgrade that item to level 30. Never underestimate the power of a slight upgrade. Boosting your experience share multiple times is just going to escalate your effectiveness throughout the game. And tip number 5 is to funnel experience to your lower level teammates. Experience share by nature doesn't allow you to take full experience from securing the KO on farm unless you're by yourself. So don't be the lone wolf. Speed up your team's farming by staying within their vicinity. Let's say, for example, it's the 5-minute mark and you're eyeing off some more experience. What do? You could farm alone to gain 100% of the experience in, let's say, the bottom 2 Indeedis, and by doing this you'd gain about 460 experience. Or you could trail your jungler through the jungle, assisting in their jungle clear, make sure you don't take their buffs, you rotate to the top lane. This is going to net you about 400 experience by passively being in the vicinity of taking out that jungle clear. Do you really think it's worth leaving your team for a difference of 60 experience points? Which, by the way, is the equivalent to about 12 seconds of passive experience if you're the lowest level? Hardly. Stay with your team, amplify your impact, and transform yourself into a critical team fighter. Remember, any strategy in Pokemon Unite needs finesse and practice. Don't be discouraged, stay resilient, you're going to learn from every match, and using these tips is going to help you climb in the ranks. And there you have it. That's a nice pro tip that you can now put up your sleeve. Use the experience share. Wield it with some wisdom. Take it to the top path and you'll be going to the top of the leaderboard. Now, if you found this guide helpful, smash that like button, share it with some fellow trainers, and hit the subscribe button for some more Pokemon Unite strategies. Remember, in Pokemon Unite, every tiny advantage can help you landslide to victory. Until next time, guys, thank you.